everybody. Good morning. Sorry, I'm not in class again today, so I want to go over the directions with you for our assignments today. We are going to be using Schoology, of course, and today is day 14 in our course. So if you take a look on Schoology, you will see there exactly what it is we're going to be doing. The goal today is to analyze the impact of federalism and complete the Learning Target 3 assessment. How do laws impact me? Everything that you need is in the day 14 folder on Schoology. There's a federalism assignment, the assessment, and then if time allows, a link to CNN 10 and a place for a response. So let's go ahead and take a look at those things. Again, we're working in the day 14 folder today. When you open that, you will see the things that you need. So let's start with this federalism assignment, right? You're going to complete the things in the folder in order. All right, when you open the federalism assignment, it's going to take you to this document where you're going to look at various components of the US, Illinois, and town governments. Okay, so you're going to investigate each of the following village governments: Des Plaines, Elk Grove Village, Arlington Heights, and list 3 similarities you noticed among these local governments and 3 differences. So you want to list those here. All right, when you click on these links, it will take you to the web pages for these various villages. So just take a look and see what's there. All right, the second component here is to take a look at the pictures of the posters that we created in class on Monday down below. All right, so when you scroll down on this document, you're going to see the posters that you guys created in class. So we have the United States, we have Illinois, we have Des Plaines, we have Elk Grove Village, and we have Arlington Heights. All right. The next step is going to be to complete the assessment. All right, so to do that, you're going to use this document. You're also going to use the resources in the day 11 and 12 folders on Schoology and the Edpuzzle videos if you need. So let's take a look back at those things. All right, so back on Schoology here, again, day 11 and day 12, we were working on Learning Target 3. You'll be able to see that here. In these folders, there's a video that we watched. There's an activity that you did, New Laws Reflection. And then we also played that game in class. And down below is a link to the Edpuzzles. Okay, so the Edpuzzle videos, when you click on that link, you will see those listed here. These top 3 are all related to Learning Target 3. If for whatever reason you haven't completed some of these things before you take the assessment, you probably want to complete those or you're not going to do a very good job. Okay, so think that through before you start the assessment. Once you begin the assessment on Schoology, again, it's in the day 14 folder. Let's take a quick preview look at what you're going to be doing. You'll see here it also talks about the resources that you can use. Okay, those things are all listed here. You'll find all of those on Schoology. There's several questions, starting with this first one, which asks you to identify and explain one similarity or difference between the U.S. government and the government of the state of Illinois. Now, you can also view the rubrics for these questions. So if that's helpful for you, make sure that you do that. Question number 2, you're going to explain a similarity or difference between the U.S. government and the government in either Des Plaines, Elk Grove Village, or Arlington Heights. So again, right, use those posters that we created and your research knowledge to answer that question. Question number 3, very similar, but you're going to compare the state of Illinois to one of the towns. And then question number 4 says, based on our brief study of the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, which one do you believe has the most impact on you at this point in your life or will have on you in the future? Identify the amendment by number and explanation, then explain how it impacts you now or in the future. Remember, all of your writing and your answers to these questions should be in complete sentences. All right, question number 5 is about laws, okay? And you're going to, again, take a look back at some of those new state laws for Illinois and pick one, all right, and explain how these laws impact you or your friends and family. So pick the one that you believe most impacts you, okay? The final couple of questions are some reflection questions. You want to make sure that you get through those also, okay? So again, the assessment, everything you need today is in the day 14 folder. If you happen to finish, there's a link to CNN 10. That is a local, or not local, but a national news source. And it's a 10-minute overview of what's going on sort of in the world. And then you can do a response. All right. So the goal today would be to get through the federalism activity and start this assessment. If you don't finish the assessment, that's okay. If you're working on other things in class that you maybe need to catch up on, in order to complete this assessment, I would suggest doing those. Again, everything that you need to complete today's assessment, Learning Target 3, right? Notice that the folders are labeled LT3, Learning Target 3. So things in the day 11 and day 12 folders, which were on the 13th and the 15th. And if you need to look back, let's say you were absent one of those days, right? You can always go back to the calendar, take a look at the 13th, right? And see exactly what we did in class that day or the 15th. All right. So all the resources you need are here. If you have questions, please ask. Please use this time productively. And we will catch up on Friday. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Have a great day. Talk soon.